Dear children, so let's continue with that second session. So the question is, fibers of dash resemble that of silk and hence it is popularly known as artificial silk. That is the synthetic fiber, which synthetic fiber is similar properties of silk. So that synthetic fibers is popularly known as artificial silk. So which synthetic fibers having the resemblance of silk? That is the question. So the options are acrylic, polyester, rayon, nylon. So which is the answer, children? Yes, the answer is C, rayon. So rayon was developed as an alternative for silk. It is prepared by the chemical processing of wood pulp or cellulose, so that we can tell it as, so the rayon is the semi-synthetic fibers. It resembles the texture and look of natural silk and can be woven like silk fibers. Hence, it is also called artificial silk. And next question is, firefighters' uniform is coated with a plastic that is fire resistant. Identify the plastic from the given option. So which one is a plastic? We have to identify here. So the options are Teflon, melamine, PET, polyester. The PET means polyethylene terephthalate. Polyethylene terephthalate. So in that 4 option we have to identify the plastics that is fire resistant. Which plastic, children? What is the answer? Yes. So the answer is B, melamine. So melamine is a thermoplastic or thermosetting plastic, children? Yes, thermosetting plastics. So the thermosetting plastics having the 2 main properties. That is the major advantage. One is heat resistant, fire resistant. That is, it will having the bad conductor of heat and electricity. That is the main advantage of thermosetting plastics. And melamine is a versatile material which resists the spread of fire. It can tolerate heat better than other plastics. So it is used in firefighters' uniform for the protection of their body from heat hazards. So it is used for firefighters' uniform. It's also used for making floor tiles, kitchenware in aeroplanes and buses to prevent the spread of fire. So the melamine having the major property, it's a heat resistant. It will resist the spread of fire. That is the main advantage of melamine. And next question is, identify the type of plastic that can best be used to making electrical switches. So we have to identify the plastics, which type. So that plastics can be used for making electrical switches. That is, for making electrical switches we need thermoplastics or thermosetting plastic, children? Yes, thermosetting plastics. So with that it will having the bad conductor of heat and electricity. So the PVC, polythene, polyethylene terephthalate. So these are all the examples of thermoplastics. And Bakelite So Bakelite is the example of thermosetting plastics. So with that Bakelite only we can manufacture the electrical applications, that is electrical switches, electrical sockets can be manufactured with the help of Bakelite. So the answer is D, Bakelite. So Bakelite is a thermosetting plastic, which means it retains its shape even at high temperatures, whereas the others mentioned are thermoplastics that can be molded on heating. Also, Bakelite is a poor conductor of electricity, hence it protects us from getting electrical shocks. This is the reason Bakelite is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils, etc. And the next question is, so which of the following is non-biodegradable? Plastic, cotton, paper, leftover food. So which non-biodegradable means it will not decompose. The material will not decompose. That is known as non-biodegradable. So the answer is plastics. The plastics is a non-biodegradable. Next is, which one of the following is a thermosetting plastics? So we have to identify which of the following is the thermosetting plastics. So the options are PET. PET means polyethylene terephthalate, and acrylic, melamine, polyactide. So in that, the thermosetting plastics is melamine. So the answer is C, melamine. So thermosetting plastics are those plastics which once molded cannot be softened by heating. So it cannot be remolded. The two examples are there. One is Bakelite and another one is melamine. The Bakelite is used for making electrical switches, handles of various utensils. And melamine, it is used for making floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which can resist heat. And next question is, Terylene is popular from polyester, monomer, plastic, nylon. So Terylene is popular from, yes, the answer is A, polyester. So Terylene is a popular form of polyester. So in the Terylene, it's having the ester functional group. So we can tell it as it's a polyester. And select the correct option from the given statement. So what are the statements? Yes. Polymers cannot form fibers. Polymers can be both natural and synthetic. So polymer is a natural substance and polymer is a synthetic substance. So which is the correct answer, children? Yes, B. The polymers are having both natural and synthetic. So the polymers can be synthetic as well as natural. For natural polymers, we can tell it as cellulose and cotton. So these are the natural polymers. And synthetic polymers, we can tell it as nylon. Next question is, which of the following groups contain only synthetic fibers. So we have to identify which options are having only synthetic fibers. So synthetic fibers means it is a artificial, it is a man-made fibers. So the first option is nylon, terylene, wool. So this wool is not a synthetic fiber. So the A answer is not. It's not a correct option. And we can see this B option, cotton, polycot, rayon. So in that cotton, so cotton is not a synthetic fibers. So the B is also not a correct answer. And C, that is PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polythene, bakelite. So these three are synthetic fibers. So the answer is C. And D we can see acrylic, silk, wool. So silk and wool are natural fibers. So the answer is C. PVC, polythene, bakelite. So PVC, polythene, bakelite, all three are synthetic fibers. Wool, cotton and silk are natural fibers. And next question is, which of the following is a property of thermoplastics? They do not bend, they do not get deformed easily, they are resistant to most of the chemicals, they are made up of long polymer chain with strong bonds. So the answer is C. They are resistant to most of the chemicals. That is the major advantage of thermoplastics. Next is, so what is the best method to avoid pollution by using plastic bags? So what is the best method? So burying the plastic bags in the soil, using bags made up of biodegradable material, throwing the plastic bags into the river, burning the plastic bags in a rubbish dump. So which is the best method to avoid pollution? Yes, using bags made up of biodegradable material. So biodegradable material bags can be eco-friendly to the environment. It will not be hazardous to us. So the answer is B. Next question is, pickles are stored in plastic bottles mainly because they are non-biodegradable, good insulators, durable, non-reactive. So the answer is D, non-reactive, because the thermoplastics, that is plastics in the thermoplastics are non-reactive. So the pickles have acid, that is vinegar. Vinegar is acetic acid. So acetic acid formula is CH3COOH. In them, plastics do not react with chemicals present in the pickle and do not corrode easily. Hence, it is safe to keep pickles in plastic or glass containers to avoid reaction between the acid and container. Next question, polythene terephthalate, that is PET, belongs to which class of synthetic polymer? So none of this, polyolefin, nylon, polyester. So the answer is D, polyester. So the PET, commonly abbreviated as PET or PETE, is a member of polyester family of polymers. Polyester is a category of polymers in which ester is the repeating unit. And next, it is a theory question. So you have already know. So what are the difference? Explain the difference between thermoplastics and thermostatic plastics. And next question is, explain why plastic containers are favored for storing food. So these two descriptive questions you can refer.